Well, it's an anniversary. It's 170 years now of the discovery of the skull at Forbes Quarry, with its long history. We know her now as Nana. We have her in there with a face. It's 170 years. A lot of things have been happening in the last 5 years in the world of Neanderthals, particularly genetics. Therefore, it's time to take stock.
And how important was the discovery of that skull, considering that it put Gibraltar on the map?
I think the discovery, although maybe it wasn't realized as clearly at the beginning, had huge significance, to the point that we now know from Darwin's letters that he had that skull in his hand and examined it. So when Darwin was putting together his theory, he held that skull in his hand, and therefore he was asking questions about it. It put Gibraltar on the paleanthropological map, if you like. People in the 19th century knew Gibraltar because of these finds, and even in the early 20th century. And then we seem to have got into doldrums, or the whole thing got a little bit forgotten until the whole thing revived again right at the end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s. So the skull was very significant in terms of, and still is, in terms of understanding the nature of who we are. And for example, we know now that we who are of non-African ancestry carry Neanderthal genes, so to some degree they didn't really go extinct. We're all a bit Neanderthal ourselves. So it's all had a huge influence in our understanding of our own evolution, if you like.
And how is the Calpe Conference viewed internationally when you consider the guests that come here every year? What are people's opinions of it when they go back and tell others about it?
Oh, it's viewed as a high prestige conference to come to and to be invited to come to. Some of the speakers have been before, others are new, but I think in this world of paleoanthropology and the study of human evolution, the Calpe Conference has become the landmark conference in the world.